We're going to talk a little bit about a wound steek. On my last round, at the area where I want to be an armhole, I bound off some stitches for the bottom of the armhole. So now I have this gap that I need to bridge, and I'm going to use a wound steek to bridge that gap. The thing about a wound steek is you simply take the yarn and you wrap it around your needle several times, and it'll just end up being loose strands of yarn from one side to the other. And the thing about this is you lose your salvage stitch. You don't have anything solid to use as your edge stitch or your salvage stitch, because these stitches are actually part of your body, and what you would have had as your salvage stitch or your edge stitch, you bound off. So we're just going to add it back on. So I'm going to take my background thread, my background yarn, which is light blue, and I'm going to do a simple E-loop or a half hitch cast on that right needle. Now I'm going to take my two colors that I'm working with, and I always hold my dominant yarn. I'm working both with left and right hand, so I hold my dominant yarn in my left hand over here. But when you wind a steek, one little tip to keep the yarns from twisting around each other is to keep your dominant yarn lower than your other color and try to maintain that pattern that way across, so you'll see what I mean. We're just going to wrap around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need a salvage or an edge stitch on the other side, so I'm going to take the background yarn and I'm going to make another little E-loop or a half hitch cast on. I'll take my marker, and my marker will mark the other side of the steek. So the next time you come around to work this steek, you will see an edge stitch, which you will work in that color. Then you'll drop these wraps, 5 of them, and you'll come to the last edge stitch on the other side, and you'll work that in that background color, and then you continue on.